Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers QB Russell Wilson says he feels revived in Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh Steelers are expecting a lot from Russell Wilson in 2024. The 35-year-old has looked sharp throughout OTAs entering mandatory minicamp, and told the media on Monday that he feels revived in Pittsburgh as a member of the Steelers. "I feel the fountain of youth," Wilson said. "I feel revived in every way. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I feel confident. I think at some point you have to know who you are as a player, as a man, as a competitor. As somebody who's been fortunate to be able to play this game, I don't doubt it. I trust it. I felt really good last year playing. I felt really confident in the midst of everything. And so I think right now, I have all that confidence times 10. This type of confidence backs up what the 9-time Pro Bowler told me at the start of OTAs. Throughout this entire process, he's reiterated that he feels great, and there has been this sense of rejuvenation and almost a baptism of sports, rinsing clean all of the trials that came from 2 seasons in Denver. Wilson finished the 2023 season as the NFL's 8th highest-rated passer and threw 26 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. He was benched late in the season amidst internal disputes with the Denver Broncos about his contract. Denver benched Wilson in order to avoid any injury that would cause him to fail a physical and keep Denver on the hook for even more money than they would already owe Wilson. Pittsburgh signed the Super Bowl champion for pennies above $1 million. 2024 Stock Watch, RB Najee Harris. Reasoning: while the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't pick up his 5th-year option, RB Najee Harris is focused on 2024. By all accounts, the 4th-year running back has shown up in great shape, slimming down from his previous playing weight. With all factors considered, he seems primed for a career year at just the right time. It's hard to say whether the Steelers feel they got their money's worth out of RB Najee Harris. Then again, perhaps they already answered that question when they declined to exercise his 5th-year option. But that doesn't mean they don't value the 3 years he has given them already, and one more to come. That is, at least one more season, as the Steelers could still retain Harris, even if he hits the open market as an unrestricted free agent in March. Barring the unlikely even they extend him, it will all depend on what he does this upcoming season. The Steelers reportedly want to see how Harris meshes with offensive coordinator Arthur Smith first. That may well be partly true, but perhaps they're more interested in a comparison to how Jaylen Warren fits. The price tag may prove imprudent to retain both running backs on a long-term basis. It's good news for Najee Harris either way, because chances are his price tag is only going one way, up. The way things are looking, he should comfortably have his best season in 2024. He is playing in the best run offense with the best offensive line he has had since entering the league. One might argue that his biggest concern is the risk of watching Jaylen Warren outperform him. Harris and Warren have had a friendly competition over the past 2 seasons, and that balance between the two could push further to an equilibrium. Either way, he seems to be taking the right approach to it all. The Steelers may have declined Harris's 5th-year option, but he is giving everything to the 2024 season. That includes slimming down some, perhaps a response to Arthur Smith's offense and the workload sharing with Warren. As the season progresses, Steelers player stocks rise and fall. The nature of the evaluation differs with the time of year, with in-season considerations being more often short-term. Considerations in the offseason often have broader implications, particularly when players lose their jobs, or the team signs someone. This time of year is full of transactions, whether minor or major. A bad game, a new contract, an injury, a promotion, any number of things affect a player's value. Think of it as a stock on the market, based on speculation. You'll feel better about a player after a good game, or worse after a bad one. Some stock updates are minor, while others are likely to be quite drastic, so bear in mind the degree. I'll do my best to explain the nature of that in the reasoning section of each column. 90 of the Pittsburgh Steelers' 91-man roster attended the team's first mandatory minicamp practice at UPMC Rooney Sports Complex at its South Side practice facility. Speaking with reporters like the PPG's Brian Batko following Tuesday's practice, Mike Tomlin said RB Najee Harris was the only absence. He was excused and will return to the team tomorrow. Steelers should explore a reunion with former Pro Bowl wide receiver. The Steelers let Juju Smith-Schuster go after a rocky end to his 5 seasons in Pittsburgh. His on-field production was not much of an issue for the team as he put up 5,048 yards on 323 receptions and 26 touchdowns in 63 games for the Steelers. The off-the-field stuff became the biggest talking point among the fans and media during his time in Pittsburgh and likely contributed to the Steelers letting him walk after the 2021 season. He was a productive player but, at the time, Pittsburgh had Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool and felt comfortable letting Juju walk and then took George Pickens in the 2022 NFL Draft. Fast forward to 2024 and the Steelers are hurting in the receiver room. After Pickens, the team has an all-new crop of receivers after trading Deontay Johnson to Carolina this offseason. The battle for the second wide receiver spot is between Quez Watkins, Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin, and rookie Roman Wilson. The team desperately needs to add a proven veteran as the second option to take coverage focus off of George Pickens. Juju has had his ups and downs after leaving the Steelers, but he could provide a solid presence as the second receiver in Arthur Smith's offense. He was the de facto second option in Kansas City to Travis Kelce and put up a respectable 78 catches for 933 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. He also brought in 7 catches in Super Bowl 57, 4 of which went for first downs. His ability to block and provide a target for the QB to gain first downs would fit well with the new-look Steelers offense. Of his 430 career receptions, 241 resulted in a first down on the play, which is good for roughly 56%. The downfall of a return would be his age and his injury history. He has missed time in his career for various injuries and, though he played through some things, his age will surely start to prevent him from doing that very soon. If the Steelers really want to contend and have a new look at offense, I believe a reunion could be great for both parties if the price is right. Should he become available, either by release or being cut, the Steelers should absolutely make an attempt to bring him back and slot him in as a reliable number 2 receiver in this offense. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Juju Smith-Schuster? Leave your opinion in the comments.